from Duckdom. And I feel like this has been a good look for him. Because the rest of the team does stuff, and he's just in the back not dying. Week 10, as you may have thought. I guess technically it is, but we don't call it that.
Yeah.
It is the 10th week. Kingen's in a lot of trouble. The flash on in. Kingen is just not even going to flash away. Just accepts his fate. KT, they collapse and take him down.
And Peter feels fine about this because he just unlocked Hex Flash. Scared to do something.
No.
Not once in his life.
Never.
Maybe a pull on Genshin. That might have intimidated him.
Well, Lehen seems to want to go in, but no route is going to happen. Yeah. I mean, at the end of the day, it's just a 2v2, and it's early game Ezreal Jhin, so it's not a whole lot of the map here for KT. Duckdom and Peter are totally fine, although he did miss that. Now we got a Pantheon ganking in onto Perfect, who does not have Flash, already used it, and is just going to turn and die. It's not first blood, but Kingen will get his revenge.
It's the thing with having that receiving end of Kingen's damage, because he's able to proc it more easily.
I do see a big setup here on the Grubs. KT were hiding on bush with 3 of them. Now we get the stun light coming in from Lehens, and now Peter not level 6. He's in a lot of trouble on this Alistar. He's going to be the first to go down, cuz in the thick of it against 4 people, but he's able to get some secure help from his team. As now we got a wall coming down. We got the Jhin ult as well. They're being corralled up against it. As Gideon is so low, the flash though from BDD secures it. And that'll be KT winning the fight here. Looks like Vital not able to do too much on the back end.
Yeah, a little bit of a scuffed engage from the Lehens tower as he got headbutted under, so could have been a little precarious.
Full smite angle here. Should be easy. As Lehens is going to go in, we do see Cuz in a lot of trouble, and he uses his ult very late. And that's just going to be BDD and Duckdom running away.
Good moves from the Lehens there, like chain the CC
well. K-Ram. We all enjoy a little bit of K-Ramming. But Perfect moves up. He doesn't have TP. Now we're going to have the engage on the root here in mid. Lehen's actually in a lot of trouble. Tries to get out of this one, but no flash and no life. Down he goes. Nice little pick and commit there from KT. And Perfect is able to get back and catch the wave on bot.
They know Lehens, there's no flash. And here's the thing. Leona may be tanky, but you're not tankier than an Alistar with ult. So when they go for that play, it's impossible really for Nongshim to turn it around onto Peter. And Lehens does just end up going down. KT setting up this Herald now. Alex is
Yeah, they say, you know what's better than Rift Herald is a Galio. Oh, he's gonna flash though. Maybe he gets away. No, he does not. Immediately, it's just a Jhin ult and it's a Talia. You're not getting away.
Not a great play. Because the thing is, they're still
Feats of Strength do go to KT on that objective, which comes very quickly before.
Creating flashes for no reason when you're already dead.
Yeah. We've seen some players hold on to it, like Kingen at level 1.
Yeah.
But that hasn't been the more common of it, as Lehens in the front line again gets a big heal from Kingen. But it looks like KT really want to fight for this one. A big wall comes down. Kingen pretty zoned here. You get a root onto Lehens, who's just too low. Isn't really able to rejoin this fight. They do have some heals here from the Nidalee. They're trying to keep him up, but Peter wants this engage. He's got flash, he's got ult. He's just going to go in onto someone, procs the ult, but no real follow-up. Might just be a flip here on the Dragon. Let's see who it goes to. It goes to the Ezreal, of all people. That's going to be a nice Mountain Drake here for the side of Nongshim, but now Jhin ult comes out. And you see Duckdom trying to go for the snipes. They'll just go for that first target. Oh! Snipe out of the hands! As I don't know if they were distracted, but the blocking stopped from Gideon, and the Hens was free food.
No! On either team to start a Batacan when there's a Dragon in 2
Are they going to defend?
Apparently not.
They're just like, nah, you know what? Never mind.
They didn't want that tower anyway.
He can. Oh.
Oh, man.
Oh, no.
That's embarrassing.
The shame.
They made it easier to drive as well.
Yeah, he did like a 360 and then he just hit the wall. Like,
what's the point?
Okay, we're going really ham here onto Duckdom, who's just trying to run away. Kingen finally gets here. The Kingen Nidalee TP, not the most effective, as now we even get the Pantheon over the top. Should be able to get Peter, you would imagine, who does not have his flash. That'll be a kill over to Gideon. So they used all that, and they got an Alistar.
Decent
I
amount.
say that. They are kind of wishy-washy about it.
I think they're waiting for Kingen to push in that bot wave, and he can rotate over and threaten. Which is why KT are kind of starting to rush this one. They know they have control now.
TP.
It's coming in.
And that engage on Lehens doesn't really work. He's still over half health as a Leona. I think he's just fine. True Shot Barrage does come in. Peter has to make the room, and it goes down to 75. It does go to KT, though, with the Jin. We got Equalizer trying to just zone, literally, as now Perfect. Gonna have to try to flash the wall. Cuz goes in. He's got BDD with him, but I don't know about this one. Has to flash out as the Galio is able to peel for that. Nongshim kind of overstaying just a little bit as we got this Jin ult coming in here as well. Got to be so careful about sticking around with this. We have a big shield, and it's just going to hit Calyx. And either way, the Dragon goes to KT.
In between these two teams. And again, like the major goal lead for Nongshim is on this Nidalee. But Gideon?
Yeah, Gideon in a lot of trouble. He's got a shield, though, and the Galio over the top. It is Cuz that they're trying to go on to here on the backside. Is Nongshim. Perfect comes in and he flashes away immediately. And now Peter, he's in. He presses that ult, and a lot of damage is being done. They can't go on to Peter. Kingen goes in. I don't know about that. And now BDD goes over the top and gets taunted, but he flashes away. And so many summoners are used, but KT, they win the fight just barely.
KT getting so much value from these summoner spells, now looking towards the Baron. Gideon has ult and it's just gone back to base. Sorry, not Baron, looking towards the Arakan.
Well, they could have tried, but I think that would have been too dangerous to do, Baron.
Yeah, I think the Nidalee, and we've seen in these fights, he's trying to make Teamfight 80 Nidalee work. Oh, engage.
Yeah, we're just making something happen here as BDD is very far away from the fight, but Gideon is so isolated that it doesn't matter. The rest of his 4 teammates just collapse on the Pantheon and take him down. And that is a pick. We do have some side laning here from Calyx.
Very strange win-up in a scenario where it's the Galio who's the split pusher, not the... Oh, no.
Here we go again, and Duckdom has been so on point with the deadly flourishes. Vital. Arcane Shift and Flash, it gets him away, but no flash, no barrier, and low on health.
Save him, but it just feels like Nongshim's starting to bleed out more and more. Third Dragon being picked up by KT. When a game is this close, any advantage built up is going to mean a squishy outside of his E, giving him the damage. Now look at the Perfect tower.
Might be able to do this, actually, as he gets the shield, but now a bunch of damage did go into Gideon. He's trying to dodge everything, but the kill still goes over. Kingen will be taken down, though. BDD is able to collect that one. A little bit of a trade. Peter just going in, showing him who's boss.
I think ultimately Nongshim's still fine with that, getting the kill onto Perfect. Do force out the Weaver's Wall. All the hands.
Yep, they're finding him again. They do not care about engaging on this Leona. We have a Galio over the top, and Peter now in a very awkward spot, trying to taxi out of the Pantheon. That's not going to work. He's going down. And they went so deep.
That's
again for the Leona.
Nongshim have double global. You know, now the fact you have to kill him twice, a bit of a pain. You see Kingen trying to find pressure, but losing health in this trade initially. Oh,
we're going in on a Lehens again, but this time it makes sense because he's all alone, and there's no global. It was 9 seconds until Calyx is all.
Ward, though, in the bowling alley off that Baron pit, will spot it. They do have vision there.
Perfect just leaving his lane. Looks like they want to turn onto this one. Calyx left all alone, and the amount of CC they have is ridiculous. Calyx is going to break his arm guard. Maybe just to buy some time and not allow them to get Baron, but I think they're getting Baron anyway.
He did have enough Azania, so it's not a big deal.
Okay.
But
that makes sense.
Yeah, Calyx could have flashed out initially. Like it was very telegraphed. They're going to go for the engage. Now the TP's committed. KT are like, we want to make this happen. I think Kingen, you should probably just stay and push bot. No, he's TPing.
I don't know what this TP is going to do. Peter's just zoning them away. Like, they can't really engage, but Pantheon is coming in here as well. He goes in, and he dies. I do not know what the idea was there, but the call was to go in after the Baron, and it did not work.
And right now, they have a goal lead. They have the Arakan advantage, the feature strength. It is in their favor, but it's not unwinnable for Nongshim.
Yeah. Duckdom 6-0-7. 4 items. This is a gigantic Jin. But there are ways to deal with it. The Ezreal also pretty strong. Only 1,000 gold behind him for a Jin that is that far ahead. As Calyx, very close on that one. A lot of damage does go into Duckdom. He's just going to open up on the ult as now Lehens engaged. Not going to do much. No follow-up. Kingen is going deep for it. really wants to take out the Jhin. And now we got a Pantheon over the top here too, but they can't take him out. Lots of low health bars, but it looks like KT are in the lead as Perfect is burning the Nidalee. VDD goes over the top with the wall, and that'll do it for that fight. They ace them, and they will win this one as they look to push mid.
Yeah, with Baron on hand, with those long death time, is able to clean out the fight and take the game. Both BDD, Duckdom, no deaths in this match, despite how chaotic and messy some of these fights were. Nongshim try and make the desperation play, try and make the 80 Nidalee assassination. It fails, and KT will end the game.
Yeah, not a big surprise, but I guess once you were committed to the fight, that's the only thing you really could have done. And yeah, they couldn't let them have the Mountain Soul. There were a lot of moments where maybe Nongshim could have taken this game, but slowly and surely.
Patches, she got nerfed.
It's not fair.
And she already wasn't seeing that much play in pro.
Yeah.
So I think Camille Sejuani
solo queue.
Isn't that the truth? We do have a Sejuani nearby. Peter might be in a little bit of trouble. Probably going to have to flash here, but with the Sejuani, the stun comes in even after the flash, and he goes down. So First Blood goes on in. Lehens tries to flash forward, but now Cuz is here. He's going to go in onto Lehens, who goes down. We do have the stun, though, from the Sejuani once again, getting huge value. But now Duckdom's got a lot of room to move on up, as Gideon not going to be forced to flash. Little double up, maybe, but no mana, now that you said it.
This is just an example of the kind of thing that happened last game with that Baron play that Wolf was highlighting. You need to know when the play, when the objective is
already over to Nongshim, and they will enjoy that.
They can start this fight.
Yep, bit of damage in as the ult comes down onto Cuz. He's in a lot of trouble, has to disengage. Here's Perfect, says hello. The charm, though, is huge on Lehens, and he should be going down. That's a big pick for KT. As they want to get this third grub, they will. So that is at least 3 grubs over to Nongshim in trade for the death of Lehens.
And you went to Lethality Varus. I wouldn't want to chance that. Camille's TPing.
Okay. Well, he is Camille, and he's got Shen, but they're going in onto Duckdom. They do have, it looks like enough damage as Shen gets the kill. Lehens picks that one up. The ult goes in as now BDD shows up, trying to get some kills back because it's going to die first, and Kingen doesn't even die. Kingen lives on like no health, and now BDD, he gets frozen. He's going in, trying to find the Camille. Trying to find Kingen as the hookshot was very interesting.
He was just a zoning hookshot. He's just spooking him. The play works. This is a submarine AoE damage on the fight. Kingen flashes out at the perfect moment. The Hens, unfortunately, cannot get away. For this shuffle, the stun that came through from Gideon sets up for Calix. And then Kingen, I don't know what is. He's just zoning. He's just spooking him, you know, making him throw the CC at him.
Give him the thumbs up, you know, he was just... Uh-oh. Lehens.
Okay, you're not fighting the dragon. Why are you there?
Well, it seems like Lehens is fighting the dragon. Just wanted to channel his inner peril for a little bit, you know?
Guys, look at the map. Look at where Sejuani and Azir are.
Oh, boy.
Why are you watching them taking the dragon just so they can kill you?
But it's going to spin away. They're going to hit the eye, and the combo with the smite is enough, so Nongshim just get it.
Maybe able to get... I was going to say get some prio on mid, but I think Nongshim should be able to move over. And that tower mid is a little bit...
Going in on the Sejuani, generally not a good idea. As Gideon, though, is getting pretty low, looking for that second Cyclone, but the Shen shield! I don't think it was actually needed. Maybe it was. Very, very close. Either way, Lehens going to save his buddy.
Cuz could have secured that kill if he'd body block, and Nongshim are falling for it again and again. We will get the Herald charge comes in for the tower. That will be feats of strength for Nongshim.
All right, where's he going?
Can he get it out?
Have been. So I think it makes sense that they're not exactly clean today. Again, a couple of weeks ago, I think everybody votes Nongshim, but this time Nongshim were actually the minority in terms of the predictions.
Yeah.
At least on the global side. To go in and when you're going to have the Shen ult, but at the same time, when you're actually fighting, it's very straightforward.
Yeah,
like, it's a 5v5.
You're not it's not like you have like a vote.
Okay, going in onto Peter here.
Nice stun.
Yeah, he's in a lot of trouble, actually. Stun comes down. He's just stun locked 100-0.
Good play.
Can't do anything.
That's a good play. They finally, instead of just posturing, they actually look for something and they find a good angle. Lehens leaving the CC, but they got to be careful now.
Uh-oh. Okay, that charm was trying to predict his dash, and, well, it was just... BD's just too fast. He's just too good.
Yeah, he saw the future, you know. Gideon was just chilling. That's the thing. Maybe he thought Gideon was like ready to dash immediately. Gideon's like, I'm fine. I'm a Sejuani.
Yeah. Now trying to fight for this one. They do not have Peter yet, who is trying to run over. But, I mean, the Drake is getting quite low already. Charm hits the Skull Crab.
Thank you,
I don't think KT are getting in here. And, yeah, it's just going to be the smite. Peter gets here.
Good secure.
Looks like they want to fight. Lahens is going in, and he's in a bit of trouble, but he is just Shen as the chains hit Duck Dom, but he cleanses, and now Peter's in a bit of trouble. He flashes, gets stunned up, as now we have Perfect in it, and a huge bullet time is going to take down Gideon. Although Perfect does get traded out as well, so a pretty even one. KT only get one ahead. Kingen thinking about it.
What?
Singing about something.
You got the dragon.
Well, they wanted more.
I just feel like old play.
I mean, they have a lot of high health members.
Cuz is coming. He doesn't have smite right now, though.
They can just zone him. They can just zone him as well. Cuz can't even get in. And the rest of the team, BDD trying to get in here. There's no smite. It was so close. As BDD almost stole it with his Q.
I think Lahens. Whoa.
Okay. Gets away. And Nongshim get away with the
By
ice.
Shen in to get the Atacon.
Yeah. Whatever works, I guess.
Yeah. Very definitely positive.
Yeah, really trying to posture around the Drake. And again, this time the Charm's going to land, but he's way too deep. And so they're not going to go for that one. Perfect, trying to take this one up. And he is going to be chained down. He's actually getting quite low. There's the stun. Might be able to take him down. The shield not able to help him as he goes zombie. Peter goes in. The bullet time doesn't do quite enough. As now Kingen goes into that back line. And BDD can't do anything to save his AD carry. Nongshim just wiped them up right before the Baron spawns.
Nice fight played by Nongshim, getting the poke down, really starting to threaten KT, and KT didn't see a window to engage, never really found one. Lahens will zone away the Ahri, and Nongshim looking better, looking like they might be able to close out this game cleanly.
I don't see this game going another 10 minutes, but I suppose anything is possible. If it was like Genji or Humble Life Esports, I'd say 100% this game is over. They just ended here, they got 2 minutes of Baron, and probably Nongshim are going to do the same. But we have seen some mistakes from our middle of the pack teams. It's that character growth we were talking about. Nongshim trying to push bot. They're going to lose their cannon, just trying to play it as safe as possible without overcommitting. Okay, well, Peter is going to go in there as Shen does go down. Gideon in a bit of trouble himself. Kingen, though, is in that back line, and he is just going to nuke down Duck Dom here. As Gideon, they finally do get him, but at what cost? As BDD not able to do enough. Vital stays alive, and Nongshim should be taking down this game too.
Good plays going out from Nongshim. Kingen getting the value on this Camille. Able to get 3 kills as well. That will put him over the threshold for 1,000 kills in the LCK. 6th top laner to get it. Huge achievement for him. And a good game from Nongshim. There was moments I was feeling a little bit tumultuous. Lahens definitely playing a little bit over-aggressive, but they're calibrated, they locked in, they'll kill Peter here, and they're taking this to a game 3, as was promised.
Yes. We knew this was going to happen.
No fight, then, you know, Jinx, Lulu, I guess, are there. And then Nongshim, what engage do they have? What setup do they have for... Again, I feel like the fact that they've fallen behind, well, not fallen behind, but they've lost the lead they had earlier.
Oh, the turn on the Duck Dom, the Ignite coming down, should be the stun. There it is. Definitely a good trade. Will he get the kill on top of it? Doesn't look like it. Vital took a turret shot! Oh no! And that's going to be the end of him, and Lahens just left there scratching his head. Can't do anything. It was fine until the turret shot came through.
Once again, seeing
Maybe
the struggle.
They get the dragon? Well, I mean,
Zaya down.
like, Duck Dom isn't in the fight, right? So Subjugate comes in, it's just a flip, it goes to Viego. Smites come down at the same time, now they're engaging with Engage Prom. They're going in,
oh,
and he gets TP'd out! And the disengage is there, and Perfect is just getting played. Alex, who is bot, is just going to be zoned away. There's no cross map here from Nongshim, it's just a full turret to KT. Meanwhile, Gideon's taking the game.
There you go, that's the strat. Do you see Calyx has gone for the Ludens, which was made cheaper on this patch, so going for that earlier spike. BDD is looking.
Yeah, I mean, running into the jungle with Braum leading the way with 3 people. Even KT are going to have to respect that. You can see that KT are definitely setting this up. Like, they know how to play this kind of composition, whereas DRX were very much struggling to do so. Vital is alone here against the Jinx Lulu. He needs a bit of help, but now Cuz is here as well, so they're just getting zoned out of this. They're not able to do anything, and Lens is trying to keep the turret alive, but he might just die instead, as nobody's here to help him, and Vital was going the other way. Even Vital is going to have to ult. To add insult to injury, Duckdom also got the kill, and there was just no response from Nongshim.
Yeah, I mean, there's no other way to spin it. Tower goes down, kill secured, KT moving towards the Dragon. TP coming in though, this is a flank from Kingin.
Yeah, the chomp comes in from Cuz, he is gonna get it, and now they just turn on to Gideon, who is left alone. Kingin gets here a bit late, still gonna drop his ult down, but now everybody on the side of KT is here. And Cuz is just zoning Kingin away from his AD carry, and Calix just dies for free. It's perfect actually, TP and the rocket hits Kingin in the face. And KT are loving life right now. They're going to take down this dragon, and Duckdom is 3-0-2.
This might be curtains for Nongshim, 5-0 now.
I don't know how they managed it. We're not in that team house, but they've certainly become the team we expected them to be.
Okay, this seems like a scary play, but the game is in a terrible spot. You have to make some gambles. And Nongshim are going to start up the Arakan. It's on 6k HP. They need to get this.
I mean, we see a ping in the top lane. I don't know if BDD's even TPing into this one. Rocket's coming through, and it's just going to hit Lehens, and the smite is easy for Nongshim, so they get away with it. BDD will get this top inner, but it was KT that elected to say, yeah, just give it over, we don't care.
Which is a great decision, and I feel like a lot of our weaker teams, something they've struggled with massively, honestly, even sometimes some of our stronger teams, is being willing to let go and say, hey, we don't need to fight this objective. We lose Arakan, and what? The game is still in a fantastic spot. They get a bit of extra adaptive force, a bit of XP.
Not leaving. They want to get this Chemtech Drake. Trying to stack up to that, get as many objectives as possible.
Do you see Kingin in the side lane trying to get some... Oh, Lehens.
Lehens, yeah, he took the blast cone over, and he is going to hop over to Gideon, who just isn't able to do much for him. So Lehens goes down. Only a second death, but no kills just yet for Nongshim, and it will be the Chemtech Drake.
It's actually a pretty great pillar from Cuz. I feel like the Trundle pillar is like an ability that has a weirdly high skill cap. Like
able to play around Duckdom, because for the first half of the season, they weren't able to play around Duckdom.
Yeah, I mean, it's been such a glow up. Like, both games he's been playing, both their wins he's been playing pretty fantastically. And to be honest, in their loss, I don't think there was that much he could do on the map. There was that one time he kind of stood next to TP, but...
Besides that, he's been great.
Yeah.
And this is obviously a very fun game for him. Just get fed, have a Lulu with Mikhails near you, and not be in very much danger, as Gideon now is going to have to ult over the wall and proceed to just die. Also, the missile was going to hit him, but BDD takes the kill away.
I mean, BDD's got to seek his arm guard and is so bulky, so hard to deal with. Perfect's
just doing his job.
Yeah. He knows what to do, and he'll just keep that pressure up. So now Kingin has to hover over there, and Kingin is the best engage option, and he's not going to be here. They're going to be able to get this Baron, and with the Baron in pocket, Rotem Asairon. But more importantly, it leaves Bro as the final boss for Jeffrey to beat.
We got the engage. Kingin okay, well, he did it. He engaged, but the follow-up was very nice shockwave, actually, as Cuz is in a lot of trouble. He's going to be taken out, and now the Xayah is able to press forward, able to look for more, but Perfect and BDD are trying to get in here. Duckdom left all alone, can't do anything by himself, but still BDD and Perfect exists. A very messy fight, and a good one, actually, for Nongshim.
They managed to find the engage. They've been a lot of summer. TP. Oh, he's in the mixer.
He's just getting in there. He's going to keep them around for BDD, who's level 18, to zone them away.
I have never seen a more manly TP in my life. And Perfect, he's still ready to go.
Oh, man.
He's been like, I've been farming all game. I want to fight.
Let me do something.
BDD is like, you know, I'll take this inhib, I'll take this inhib. The top inhib's being threatened. Yeah, I mean, honestly, the engage actually worked from Nongshim, but I feel like it's too little too late. And Perfect exist, and they are very scary. Lens unfortunately fails the flash, does go down.
Yeah, wasn't the best positioning from KT.
Yeah.
But it worked. Okay, he's just going in there, and he knows that he can just bounce everything off of both of them. And he had backup from his team. That's a very nice engage cone. BDD 5-0-2.
It's chaotic, honestly. BDD really wants to make sure he gets POM.
All right, they're engaging onto him once again, but he has the Lulu ult and the Duckdom with him. And Vital will be taken out. There's the reset for the Jinx, and this game is over as Calyx gonna get pillared eventually. Also, the Realm Warp, and no pillar actually does come through. So, no kill. And KT fans still won't believe until the Nexus falls. Probably a good call, I would say, but they're gonna do it this time around. In 30 minutes, KT do take game number 3 in a 2-1 scoreline.